If your HPLC pressure is fluctuating, your baseline is noisy, or your retention times are drifting, the cause is very often poor mobile phase degassing rather than a column problem. In a properly functioning HPLC system, pressure should remain stable at a constant flow rate. When you observe pressure ripple, oscillation, or sudden drops, especially together with baseline instability, it usually indicates that air is entering the solvent delivery system. All mobile phases contain dissolved gases. Under normal conditions, these gases remain invisible, but inside the HPLC pump and mixing system, the pressure drops rapidly. When this happens, dissolved gases come out of solution and form bubbles. These bubbles compress and expand during each pump stroke, which disrupts the delivered flow volume. The result is pressure oscillation, flow pulsation, baseline noise, and poor retention time reproducibility. This is why pressure instability often becomes worse at higher flow rates or during gradient changes. The most common reasons for poor degassing-related pressure fluctuations include inadequate mobile phase degassing, a degasser that is not pulling sufficient vacuum, low solvent levels, non-vented reservoir caps, clogged inlet frits, pump inlet cavitation, and worn pump check valves or seals. Any one of these issues can introduce air into the system, and once air enters the pump, pressure instability is almost guaranteed. When pressure fluctuations are already present, the correct response is to assume that air is in the system and remove it systematically. The run should be stopped and the flow rate reduced. The purge valve should be opened, and each solvent line should be primed individually. Inlet frits should be inspected and replaced if restricted. Pump heads should then be primed according to the instrument's procedure until the pressure stabilizes without oscillation. Once the system pressure is stable, the column should be re-equilibrated with fresh mobile phase before analysis is resumed. Preventing pressure fluctuations caused by poor degassing starts with proper preparation. Mobile phase volume should always be planned in advance so that solvent channels never run dry. Solvents should be degassed effectively and filtered after degassing. Reservoir caps must be vented to prevent inlet cavitation, and inlet frits should be replaced regularly. Baseline noise should be monitored closely, as it is often the first sign of developing degassing or inlet problems. In summary, pressure fluctuations in HPLC are most commonly caused by poor mobile phase degassing and air ingress into the pump. With proper solvent planning, effective degassing, thorough priming, and routine preventive practices, stable pressure and reproducible chromatography can be reliably maintained.